How's it? This is Isaac Fox, just your friendly neighborhood multi-dimensional being showing up authentic, raw, messy, and beautiful. This will find the people that it's supposed to find. Love you. Hey, Tuesday source code upload with your friendly neighborhood multi-dimensional being, Isaac Fox. What the fuck ever? What the fuck ever? Who really gives a fuck? I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you're here wanting some fucking uploads. So here we go. I'm just digging on my personality these days. It's such a fun personality to incorporate. But listen, guys, not everybody wants to fucking hear the truth. Not everybody wants to see the fucking truth. It's not fucking pretty for the small self and the belief systems that it used to fucking hold and reinforce the fucking old, it wants to reinforce the old fucking paradigm that literally cannot exist in where we're going. So that's okay. So Tiffany, you'll like today's about neutrality. The tagline on there, true neutrality does not mean not feeling. Oh my God, dude, I'm so fucking tired of that shit. I don't know if I'm so fucking tired of it. I have some energy on it, to be honest. Cam, hello, nice to meet you. So I'm on fire today, Cam and Tiffany. So bear with me. I'm flowing with the energy, and I'm gonna be talking some shit. So neutrality. So like I said, fair warning, I got a little energy on this one today. I usually stay away from Facebook and comment sections, especially when people ask questions. This is where I will explain things. My talent is explaining, speaking, taking a profound concept and simplifying it. And the codes in my voice, the singing as I sing to you, it actually, people can hear not just the words, but they can hear the codes. My puppy's hearing the codes. Hold on. Come on, bud. You gotta do this every time? Kai feels the codes. He's doing his little barky butt. Probably feeling energy. So let's just keep this simple. I could tell these stories. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. But here's the thing, guys. Neutrality. When I say neutrality, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Okay. Many people, and then many spiritual people, many people that claim that energy is their thing, and they know about energy, and they know about this, and they fucking blah blah fucking blah, and this spiritual, I'm so fucking spiritual bullshit. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. A lot of them fucking don't even know what neutrality is. Give me a fucking break, dude. If you're, one of the first fucking things you realize when you embody and remember who the fuck you are, you actually experience neutrality. It's just an ultimate fucking form of grace. Like everything is fucking innocent. Alright, so trinity of physical existence. Light, dark, neutrality. Trinity. Third dimensional reality. We get the gift of living in a dimension, experiencing ourselves in this dimension, and we're also multi-dimensional beings, but we get to live with this third dimensional body, right? Created by the first and second dimension as we hold it together here and upload higher dimension information. Yeah. So we get to live in this world of polarity, opposites, seemingly things that are opposite from each other. Light and dark being, one of the main ones. So that's where, good, bad, right, wrong, better, worse, these are all opposite things, polarity. So if you find yourself speaking in those terms, you might be on one side of the spectrum or the other. Because to have an opposite, right, what must you have? To have two sides of the spectrum, you must have a middle. So that is neutrality. So neutrality does not mean not feeling. Neutrality actually means feeling everything. Pain, suffering, anger, fear, sadness, love, joy, peace, grace, authenticity. And then choosing what you prefer and integrating everything back into a neutral point. because your consciousness is the neutral point, experiencing a world of polarity. So it can experience things that it's not. So it can remember who it is. So if anyone talks about neutrality, just realize it has nothing to do with not feeling. So I will tell the story. Like I said, I got a little energy on it. So I forget where it was, somewhere. I think it was one of the only people I actually like to comment on. I comment on some of their posts, and so I said something. Oh, I said, neutrality is key. Love the person. Hard no to the misalignment, right? And they're like, so what is neutrality? Not feeling, and so what? No positive, no negative, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, it's actually like loving yourself as a being that gets to experience itself in polarity. Unconditionally loving oneself and unconditionally loving others. And then using discernment from that neutrality. The alignment, because if you're one side just pushed to one side or the other, most of the time you're out of alignment. So find that neutrality, find that alignment, right? Which is your unique core frequency. And in this body, we get to experience light and dark. That's all there is to it. If you think it's all just love and light, try that. Walk around all day just trying to be love and light all day and trying to pretend like everything's love and light. If that works for you, fucking let me know. However, what I found is I acknowledge the things I don't prefer, focus on the things I do prefer, and it brings everything into a neutral alignment. Astra, we're talking shit today, Astra. Fucking talking shit today. Put down in the comments, talking shit. Feel like talking shit. So, talking shit about a specific person. Not in judgment. I do have a little energy on it, I'm being honest about that. So, who fucking cares? I don't care right now. It's a great speaking point. Because I have a little bit of energy on spiritual superiority and egotism. Like, I don't know about you guys, dude, but the day of the guru is dead. The day of the fucking I'm spiritual, so I fucking know more than the fucking person sitting next to me, fucking blah-de-blah bullshit. Like, another one of the first things when you have an awakening, when you fucking remember who you are, most of the people that I've seen experience that, they actually go through a devastating aspect. Like, their ego is fucking devastated and destroyed, and the only thing that's actually left is more of who they are. So they can kind of look at it and go, oh shit, that's actually who I am, not these ideas and thoughts and beliefs that I thought I knew about myself, that I fucking absorbed for, over the fucking world. And I never questioned these beliefs that were actually implanted here for thousands of fucking years to help me separate myself from myself, so I can judge others and judge everything around me and separate everything and deny the fucking divine in myself and everything around me, so I can stay in this limited fucking third dimensional fucking view. So one of the first things you fucking realize when you remember who the fuck you are, if you actually had a fucking embodiment, spiritual awakening, not just mental spiritualization. Maybe you have some high sense perceptions, maybe you have some channels open, you go and you take some fucking classes and you think that you fucking know more than the fucking person, or you are more than the person sitting next to you. And you're sitting around fucking judging people all fucking day. Like, that's what I'm a little fucking tired of that shit. And people not getting called out on that. People walking around. So, they questioned neutrality as not feeling, right? And I basically did my best to explain it in the comment thread, which I'm just not going to do anymore. It's not worth it. Either you show up for these, or you have access to me in whatever way and you can hear the beautiful words that I'm speaking, or you don't, because I just don't want to teach people through comments or share my perception. So anyways, the point was, as I was going through, they basically, I said a few things, probably what I'm saying now. And they said, oh, well, this is what I see, blah, 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 and I'm here, and then I judge accordingly. And I said, cool, great for you. Judgment and discernment are two different energies. And they said, well, I didn't ask for advice, just your perception. And I said, well, that was my perception, not advice, and you're fucking welcome. So don't tell me my business. I know energy, they say. I'm like, okay, you know energy, but you know fucking dick about neutrality. So, we lock in our mind and then we judge these things around us. This is good. This is right. Polarity. This is wrong. This is bad. And when you're over here on one side and you're looking over there, you're bad. That's a bad thing. Like, that's how you know you're not neutral. If you fucking see both sides and you see the bullshit on both sides and you see fucking the love on both sides or you see the fear on both sides, it's a paradox. That's neutrality. And you're in the fucking middle of something. So it's just so funny. And it's like, well, you don't really know energy because you don't even understand about feelings. And that neutrality is, I feel it all. I feel everything deeply, 100%. And I experience it all, and I'm completely vulnerable and fucking open to it. And I use discernment, my feeling, my high sense perceptions of those feelings to go, ooh, yeah, that's not me. That's not what I prefer. No, thank you. I love the person, and it's a hard fuck you to misaligned energies, right? No, thank you. Ooh, yes, please. No, thank you. Yes, please. Because that's what polarity is. You get to live in a world of perceived separation. You get to pull your fucking self apart and get to kind of remember the dismembered pieces. You get to remember who you are through experiencing things you prefer and don't prefer. And that's the neutrality, and that's grace. But it's just incredibly challenging for many of us, myself included in the past, to let go of judgment. Because man, if I'm not judging that for being wrong, man, then I gotta be righteous, and I'm here and I'm on the side of love, and you're a piece of shit. I'm so full of light and love, and fuck you. Everything about you is fucking evil and wrong. It's just the denial of the divine is what causes these things we don't prefer. Like, if people really knew who they were, truly were conscious of who they were, they wouldn't make the choices that they're making. It would just not be possible to choose that. The more I remember who I am, man, I'm like, wow, like I can't anymore really listen to separation. Like when I'm listening to somebody speak, like they might be talking like, powerful stuff. However, if they're speaking in separation, if they're separating, those words are caused to separate in some way, I'm like, yeah, it's not for me. I'm all about inclusion, not exclusion. I include everything. That's neutrality. Everything's included, nothing excluded. And then I go, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Or say no to say yes. The more things I say no to, all right, that don't work for me, the more I start focusing my energy on what does work for me. Right? I don't know if you guys are commenting or not. I can't fucking tell. Whoop, whoop. But, damn. That's kind of what's going on today. Like, I don't know. Maybe this is like two different topics today. That's kind of how I do it. But neutrality, I've kind of explained it. I'm kind of bored talking about it right now. If you guys have a question about neutrality, go ahead and drop it in the comments. You can ask me. And I can talk more about it. But really, discernment and judgment, two different frequencies, two different energies. And when you operate from a place of grace, where you're not really denying, like, that person's having their experience, I can see they're in a certain belief system, they're kind of moving through some fear-based beliefs that have separated their consciousness, and they're operating in this thing beyond themselves or outside of who they truly are. Like, that's not their fault. It's their responsibility, right, to kind of start noticing that and taking the ability to respond to that. But it's not their fault. Like, they're innocent of that. That's just their experience. That's what they're here to experience, to learn something in whatever capacity. Like, that could be the fastest way for them to remember more of who they are. Like, I don't know. So that's what I mean. Like, there's no judgment in that. Right? That's a divine being having an experience. What the fuck do I know about that experience? I don't. That's whatever that is. What I feel about that experience is, ooh, that is separate. That's not in alignment, that is not what I prefer. And you may have your experience, and that's a hard no for me. Thank you very much. Boop. And this is what I choose. And I choose unity, connection, love. Unconditional love. Love the person, say fuck you to the energy. Kind of all it is. There you go. There's three things I just did today, right there. Neutrality, the difference between judgment and discernment, and what the fuck unconditional love is. Everyone really ever explained unconditional love? I just did. Love the person, say fuck you to the energy. There's no judgment in that. Do you see it? There's no judgment in that. And that's a little light and that's a little dark. Neutral. Right? I'm light and love, and I'm a little fuck you. Fuck's wrong with that? That's what we're here to experience. I have this body, it has its needs and desires and pleasures, and it gets cold and hungry, and there's all these little fun little things, right? Those are shadow sides, those are dark sides of an equation. Spirit doesn't have that. Spirit doesn't give a fuck. Spirit's up there blissed out all the time. Then there's the light over here, right? These two come in harmony. They're always in harmony, balancing the third dimensional experience. So it's just for us to kind of find what our structures are, what our balance is in our aligned state, in our neutral state. And just holding grace for myself is what taught me what unconditional love is. That and my wife, she's really taught me, but not in the ways you would think. Things don't really show up in the ways that you think. They show up in much grounder, more beautiful ways. So, most of the time, much more simple and less complicated. So there you go. If you ever really understood what unconditional love is, like I just gave you the code for that. You can walk around all day going, oh, I love you, and fuck off. I don't deal with it. I'm still going to experience, like, if there's a misalignment coming my way and they throw some bullshit, okay, ooh, yeah, I feel that. Ooh, I don't prefer that. And yeah, you continue moving in that way, you've just completely misaligned yourself. You've lost all access for me. I just don't play around anymore. My time is here, and what I'm doing, my energy is just too valuable to play around and allow people access to me and my energy when they're clearly operating in a misaligned state. Now, if they're curious and they want to... If you like this dope ass shit that I'm laying down, like, subscribe, and share. New paradigm healing, baby. Love ya.